Welcome, my name is Carrie McGinn. I am a physical therapist and yoga instructor in the Boston area. Let's get started comfortably sitting in your chair. Your low back is supported and your feet flat on the ground. I'm going to invite you to close down your eyes and to take your palms and just place them somewhere in your physical body that you feel called to. So for some people that might be the thighs, the low belly, maybe even over the heart here. And as you just start to kind of arrive, let there be any little wiggles that you need to get out, any energy you need to move through. And you start to find a little bit of stillness as your eyes close and your breath deepens. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose and an open mouth. 2 more just like that. Inhaling to fill. Open mouth. Last one, inhale. And exhale. And just beginning to notice where you've landed on your chair. Beginning to notice where you've landed in your day. And then we'll start our practice today with just a brief body scan from the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. Just beginning to bring awareness to the bottom of your feet, whether they're in shoes or socks or you're barefoot. But notice the ball of your feet, all 10 toes, the heel of your foot, connected to the surface beneath you. Notice if you're holding any tension or pent up energy in the feet or ankles. Draw your breath, your awareness to this bottom of your body, the roots, your foundation. Let your awareness travel up through your lower legs, front and back, to the knees bent about 90 degrees. Notice if you're holding on to any unnecessary tension. Or maybe if you find a little extra space or even a little extra energy, you might feel like you need to move. You can always move throughout this practice. Bring your awareness up through your thighs, front and back. Hips, pelvis, low belly, low back. Just going to notice where you come into contact with the surface beneath you, the chair, the floor. Notice where the clothes touch your skin. Even notice how the air temperature feels on your skin here. And always, always, always remember to come back to the breath. Letting your awareness travel up from the low belly to the mid belly, the rib cage, sides of the rib, back of the ribs. Notice as you inhale, the rib cage expands with air. And as you exhale, everything softens. Inhaling, the rib cage expands. And exhale, everything softens. Bring your awareness up to your heart space, your chest, your upper back, your upper traps. Notice if you're holding any tension here. Kind of wiggle out the shoulders, shift around. Notice where your upper back hits the chair if you're leaning, where your clothes touch the skin of your back body. Notice where your breath goes on your inhales and your exhales. And then let your awareness travel from the right shoulder down into the right arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, and hand. Maybe you give the right fingers a little wiggle. You notice where the elbow is kind of hanging in space and you give it a little shake. Letting your right arm be heavy, be supported by your thigh or just hanging by your side, finding a little extra space. Let your awareness draw over your heart to the left shoulder, left upper arm, left elbow, left forearm, left wrist, and hand. Give the left fingers a little wiggle, the left elbow a little shift. Let the left arm hang really heavy here, softening down towards the ground. Take a full breath in and let it go. Last but not least, letting your awareness travel up through your neck, into your jaw, your face, cheek, nose, even your eyebrows. Notice your scalp, the back of your head, the crown of your head reaching up towards the sky. Notice if your head feels heavy or if it feels kind of weightless. Notice where you've landed here completely. And then bringing your awareness to your whole body, from the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers to the crown of your head. Just giving yourself this time and space to check in. When the world's kind of all over the place and maybe your week feels a little scattered, giving yourself this time and space to just check in, to notice where you've landed, is a gift unlike any other. If at any point throughout our practice today you feel like you get a little lost, or you get a little off in one direction, or your mind begins to wander, I encourage you not only to let it wander for a moment. When you do pull yourself back to the physical sensations of your body, the anchor of your feet into the ground, your sits bones rooted into the chair. Developing this body awareness, this noticing of what you need and where you are. Together, we'll take a nice big inhale. An open mouth. Eyes are going to begin to flutter open. Palms can stay on your thighs or come to your thighs if they're not there. And then on your inhale, you're going to shrug your shoulders up to your ears, create lots of tension. And then exhale, let the shoulders soften down your back. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up to the ears, create lots of tension. Exhale, let everything soften. One more time. Inhale, shoulders up to ears. Exhale, soften. So good. You're going to begin to just walk your hips a little bit further on your chair so that you have about the sits bones really at the front of your chair. And you can feel the weight in your feet if you kind of lean forward. And then hands are going to come to the knees or the outsides of the thighs. It just really depends on how long your arms are. And we're going to start to take a couple of seated cat-cows. So on your inhale, heart's going to lift through the biceps. Low back arches just a little bit, gaze lifts. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. Another inhale. On your exhale, chin tucks to the chest. Low belly kind of pulls in as you round the upper and low back, making this C shape. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. Inhale, heart lifts, low back arches. Exhale, tuck the chin round. So you start to take your cat-cows, one breath to one movement. One inhale to lift the heart, arch the back, lift the gaze. And exhale to round the back and tuck the chin. And your breath might be a little slower than mine or a little faster. Stay with where you are here today, with what your body needs. I always like to say, I'm just the guide. You're in charge of where we're going, or I'm the map. You get to decide what route you're taking. Inhaling, arch the back, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin. A few more. Inhale. And exhale. Filling up. And letting go. 3 more here. If you want to increase the range of motion, you might draw the elbows back and really gaze up to the sky, tipping the head back. And then really round the back, kind of rock back on your tailbone. Inhale, lift the heart, gaze up. Exhale, round and tuck. Coming back to a neutral seated, shoulders over hips. You're going to place your hands on your knees, so you might even let them float to the side. You're just going to hinge forward. So nice flat back here, everything staying straight. And then you're going to press into the feet, come on back up to stand. So it's just getting a little core engagement here. The whole spine moves forward like a hinge. And then you press through your feet, come on back up. If you want to add a little bit of arm movement as you hinge forward, kind of do a little bicep curl. As you come back up to seated, arms straighten. Hinge forward, bring the palms to your shoulders. Arms straighten, hips over shoulders. A few more here, just hinging and straightening. This is a really great move for anyone dealing with any low back discomfort or tension, to really dissociate the hips from the pelvis and just find some more mobility. Inhaling and exhaling. And feet can be really as wide here as you need to feel like you have a stable base of support. 3 more. Hinge and come on back up. Hinge and come on back up. Last time, hinge, come on back up and pause. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. We're going to add on to that just to build a little bit of kind of warmth, not super sweaty, but we're going to come up to stand. So make sure you have enough space in front of you to stand. You're going to hinge forward. Arms can stay at your sides or come to your knees. So your knees are over your toes. And you're going to press into your feet, come all the way up to stand. Hips are going to sit back. You can always reach back for the chair. Knees bend lower. Breath in, breath out. Nose come over toes. Feet press, rise to stand as your hips come forward. Hips are going to come back, nose come over toes, knees bend. You can always use your hands to lower. We got just 3 more there. Nose over toes. Press into feet. Hips lift up. Hips back, knees bend. Sit it back down. 2 more. Nose over toes, feet press. Hips lift. Hips back as your knees bend. Lower down to the chair. Last one, feet press. Nose over toes, lift the hips and pause. Palms shine forward. There's a breath in and a breath out. Arms are going to come out outside your hips. Feet a little bit wider than hips width. And you're going to take a couple of swinging palm trees here, just kind of shaking it out. Just being mindful of the space around you. You can make the movements a little bit smaller if you need here. Beautiful. We're just here for 4, 3, 2, last one. Slow it down. I'm just going to move my chair back a little bit so you can see my feet here. You're going to take your arms really wide and then take your right hand to your left shoulder, your left hand to your right shoulder, excuse me. We're going to do some body rolls before we sit back down. So knees are slightly bent here just for some stability. You're going to tuck your chin and kind of side bend to the right. And just roll the upper body forward like you're drawing a circle with your head. Come on over to the left and come on back up. Really just circling the upper body, hips, pelvis, feet, legs, all stay really strong and rooted into the ground. And once again, this motion is as big or as small as it feels good for you today. Following your breath, inhale up to stand. Exhale to roll it forward and around. Inhale to stand. Exhale forward. Inhale to stand and pause. Whichever arm's on top, you're going to flip. So my left arm's on top. I'm going to take my left hand under and my right arm on top. And then we're going to reverse. You're going to come over to the left first. Tuck the chin round through the upper back. Inhale, shoulders over hips. Exhale, round. Use your breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 more. Inhale, stay rooted through the feet. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. On your inhale, shoulders stack over hips. Arms release. Take just a little swinging palm tree once again. Just a little shake out of the wrists even and of the toes. And then come just into your standing. Feet step in just a little bit. Feet rooted down. Heart lifted forward. Take a deep breath in. and a long breath out. One more inhale. On your exhale, either hands reach back or hands come to your thighs and sit it back down into your chair. Ankles are going to come over the knees here. Sitting up nice and tall. Just going to lift the heels up for a little calf raise and then bring it back down. So we get some blood flowing to lower body. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. We're here for 5, 4, 3. This is a great lymphatic pump. So really good for your lymphatic system. 2. Last one here. On your inhale, fingertips come on up to the sky. Find an interlace overhead. Press the palms away. Go really long through your side body. And on your exhale, take a side bend up and over to the left. Stay rooted through the right hip and the right foot. And really breathe into this right side body here. Full breath in. Long breath out. Inhaling. And exhaling. Come on back through center, palms to the sky. Take it up and over to the right. Left sits bones, left foot. Really press into the surface beneath you as you breathe into this left side body. Breath in. Breath out. Full inhale. Long exhale. Come on up. Inhale. Exhale, elbows back, heart lifts a little back bend, circle it around. Palms come to your knees, low back, low belly, pull in round. Inhale, come on up, shoulders overhead. So we're going to take that one breath to one movement. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, find an interlace, press the palms away. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, elbows back, heart lifts. Inhale, arms circle around, palms find your knees. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin. Inhale, shoulders stack over hips, pause. Breath in. Breath out. 2 more rounds of that. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, find an interlace, press the palms away. Lift up, inhale. Side bend up and over to the left, exhale. Inhale through center. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, elbows back, heart lifts. Inhale, circle the arms around, find the knees. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin. Inhale, shoulders over hips, pause. Breath in. Breath out. Last time, fingertips to the sky. Inhale. Press your palms away. Exhale. Up and over to the left. Back through center. Up and over to the right. Back through center. Elbows back, heart lifts. Circle the arms around. Hands find the knees. Tuck the chin, round the back. Inhale, shoulders over wrists here. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. Letting the shoulders just find a little softness down your spine. You're going to take a little bit of time to just notice any differences left to right, forward to back. Notice just once again where you've landed, kind of checking in with how you feel here. Take a breath in and a breath out. On your inhale, fingertips reach up to the sky. Exhale, right arm's going to come forward, left arm back. Can you keep the fingertips at the ears for a moment? And then come on back through center, inhale. Fingertips reach to the sky. You're going to take left arm forward, right arm back. And then bend the elbows, fingertips to the ears. Inhale, back through center. This time, fingertips are going to stay right at the ears. You're going to exhale, right elbow forward, left elbow back. Inhale through center. Exhale, left elbow forward, right elbow back. So we're just twisting side to side. Go within your range of motion with your breath. Inhale through center. You can always cradle the head if that feels better. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist to the right. One last time. Inhale through center. Twist to the left and pause. Right hand's going to come to the outside of the left thigh. Left hand's going to come to the back of the chair, to the arm of the chair if you have one, or to your low back. I'm just taking a nice little twist here. And you're not cranking on it, so you're not like, you're just gently encouraging a lift up through the sternum and a look back over your left shoulder. If you didn't guess already, today is going to be all about the spine and the hips. Full inhales. Full exhales. One more breath in. Exhale back through center. Fingertips come on back to the ears. Sit up nice and tall. Then you're going to twist to the right. Pause for a moment. Left hand comes to your right thigh. Right hand comes to the armchair, the back of the chair, your low back. Once again, not forcing. You want this to feel good. It's allowed to feel good. Full inhales. Long exhales. Breath in. Breath out. One more inhale. And then exhale, take it back through center. Hands are going to come to your thighs. Sit up nice and tall. Take a full breath in. Sigh it out. We're going to come back to kind of dissociating just the low back from the hip movements here. Hips are going to be really firmly kind of stable on the chair, as are your feet. Hands can land anywhere on your thighs. We're going to take some big circles here. So you're going to lean to the right, forward towards the right knee, over towards the left knee, back towards the left hip, to the back of the chair, right hip, right knee, left knee, left hip, back of the chair. So we're making these big circles. Try to keep the hips really rooted here. So as you lean to the left, the right hip is not moving up. And you can make big circles if that feels comfortable on your low back and your breath. Or you can start with just smaller circles here. Want the spine moving separately from the hips and pelvis. And a few more in this direction. You might even close your eyes here if that feels good. And I like to take my hands to my hips if I feel like they're really trying to move with me here. Two more in this direction. Beautiful. Alrighty, next time you get back through center, pause, breath in, breath out, and then we'll take it in the other direction. So lean to the left, come towards the left knee, forward towards the right knee, towards the right hip, back of the chair, left hip. So this big circle. Once again, focusing on what feels good and following that. These movements, these stretches of the spine are meant to bring kind of lubrication and mobility to the spine, not to torture you. I find a lot of times when people are stretching, especially after spending a day at a computer, it can feel really intense at first. So start slow. Build up your motion. Breathe where you are. And two more in this direction. Beautiful. One more. So good. Come on. Back through center. Pause. Breath in. Breath out. You're going to bring your awareness back to your feet again and walk the feet just a little bit forward. So your heels are underneath your toes. Your knees, excuse me. Those are your knees. And you're going to lift the toes up towards your knees and back down. It's almost like you're pressing a gas pedal in the car. You're going to lift up and lower. It's not a big range of motion. We're just bringing some blood flow to the lower body again. Lift and lower. We're here for 6, 5, 4. I call these gas pedals. 3, 2, 1. They're going to press into the toes, lift the heels, and lower. You can always bring the heels back a little bit if that feels more comfortable on your knees. Every body is a little different. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk the heels out just a bit. You're going to lift the toes and lower. Lift and lower. 8, 7. Keep breathing. 6, 5. These are really good for knee health. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last thing here. Walk the feet back. You're going to lift the heels. Press down into the toes and lower. Lift and lower. We got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Feel the feet just pressing down into the ground. Take a breath in and out. We're going to do just a little bit of seated core work here. It sounds more complicated than it is. We're going to imagine kind of a straight line from the crown of your head to your sternum to your pubic bone. So you're sitting up nice and tall. And you're going to take your hands to your hips here. So you're going to press down into the left foot and lift the right foot and just hover it an inch and then put it back down. Press into the right foot, lift the left foot, hover an inch or two, lower it back down. So what I don't want is a little bit of this, kind of side to side, like you're marching like this. It's marching, but the only thing that's moving are your legs. So you're going to lift the right knee and lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. It's slow and controlled. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So basically, if I was looking kind of in a traditional Zoom screen, kind of rib cage up, I wouldn't know you were moving your legs here. That's how still I want the upper body to be. And then most importantly, you're going to keep breathing. That's kind of the hardest part here. We're here for 6, 5. Keep marching. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Beautiful. And you're going to bend at the hips and just kind of round over your legs. Maybe even give the little toes a massage here as you tuck the chin towards your chest. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. Palms press into your knees. Come on back up. Take a little arch of the back gaze up. We're going to do that one more time. So shoulders over hips, crown of the head reaches tall. Hands can be at your hips or even on the armchair here. And take an inhale, lift the right knee. Exhale, lower. Marching, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift and lower. You're going to go at your own pace here. It's not about speed. It's not even about height. It's about controlled movement and controlled breath. It's about meeting yourself where you are. Keep breathing. You got this. Here for 4, 3. Last 2. 1 more on each leg. Pause on your next exhale. Round through the upper back. Reach for the toes. Breath in. Breath out. Palms come to your knees. Press yourself up. Heart pulls through. Gaze lifts. Inhale. On your exhale, come back to just a neutral spine. You're going to extend the right leg here. So your right leg's going to be out straight. Toes are just be relaxed. No, just kind of gentle toes, I'll call them. Left foot is bent. You can always take the left hand to the left knee. What you're going to do is inhale, reach the right fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, hinge, tap the right toes. Inhale, right fingertips reach to the sky, gaze up. Exhale, hinge, reach for the toes. Inhale to lift, gaze my left. Exhale to hinge. So you really need to be at the edge of your seat to complete this. Inhale to lift. Exhale to hinge. Inhale to lift. Exhale to hinge. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge and hold. Let the toes point as you just reach for the right toes. You might not make it there. That's fine. Hands can be on your shin or your ankle. But heart is really lifting, so you're not really rounding and slouching. You've got a fairly straight spine here. Breath in, breath out. Filling up and letting go. And then you're going to walk yourself back up so you can brace kind of both hands on the left thigh here. So you have a bit of a hinge, and then you're going to point and flex the right toes. So you need to come out of this bend enough so you can find that mobility in through the right toes. So it's a point and a flex. We just have a few there. Beautiful. 4, 3, 2, last one. This time press into your palms, come all the way up. You're going to take the palms and hug the right knee into your chest, sit up nice and tall. Right ankle is going to cross over the left thigh, and you can use your hands here to really gather the right knee in towards your chest and just find a nice little space in that right outer hip. This might be enough for you here today, and that's totally fine. If you want to take it just a step deeper, you're going to lift your heart and just start to gaze over the right shoulder, finding a twist in through the spine. Full breaths in, long breaths out. One more inhale and exhale. Come on back through center. As you come on back, you're going to let the right knee fall out to this nice little figure 4 shape here, and your knee might be up a little bit. That's totally fine. But sitting up nice and tall, you can bring your heart towards the shin once again, that hinging motion. I love to rest my elbows on my forearm, or if I have a desk in front of me, on my desk. And you just breathe. We're going to hold this one a little bit longer, and you can always come out if you need. Let your gaze be soft, your jaw be soft, and your breath be full. Two more full inhales and long exhales. Breath in, breath out. Use your hands to come on up, and then you can use your hands to unwind and place that right foot flat. You might want to kick it out a little bit. That's totally fine. Kind of open it up. And then right foot's going to come firm to the ground, right hand to right thigh. Left leg's going to straighten out, toes are nice and light. Left fingertips reach up, take an inhale. Exhale, hinge, reach for the left toes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge. Think long, lean spine here. Lift. Using your breath and hinge. 3 more. Lift. And hinge. Lift. And hinge. This time you're holding. Let the left toes be long, the spine be long. And try to get a nice sensation in the back of the left leg here. Gaze is soft once again. Jaw is soft. Just finding a little bit more space here in the back line of your body. Beautiful. Press into your right hand, lift halfway. The left hand's going to come to the right thigh as well for support. And you're going to point and flex that left ankle a little bit. So you need to take a little weight out of the left leg to do so. Your upper body can move just a little bit here. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Press your palms into your thigh. Come on up. And then as you bend the knee, your hands are going to take the left leg, hug it in and up. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. And then you're going to use your elbows to kind of hug that left leg in. Once again, this might be more than enough. That's fine. If you want to take it a little bit deeper or just somewhere different, you're going to start to gaze over the left shoulder and breathe. And all of these places we're going are invitations, recommendations, not requirements. Really come back to what it is that your body needs today, that your breath is asking of you. Last 3, 2, 1. Back through center, unwind. You'll let the left knee fall out and kind of the left lower leg land on the right thigh. Sit up nice and tall. And then once again, take it here or start to hinge forward for just a little bit more sensation. And more sensation isn't always the goal. The goal is being present in where you are and what you need. You're here for a little bit longer, so can you come back to your full breaths in and your long breaths out. Inhaling to fill, exhaling to let go. 2 more breaths here. Beautiful. Press your palms into your shin. Come on up. And then using your hands, just unwind here. You can kind of kick that left leg out a little bit. Shake it out. Do a little temper tantrum or running in place. And then come back to seated here. We're going to take just 3 rounds of cat-cows. On your inhale, lift your heart, lift your gaze, arch the back. On your exhale, tuck the chin round. You may notice some differences from the beginning of class. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Come on, back through center, shoulders over hips. Pause. You're going to sit nice and tall. And then keeping your head straight forward, you're going to look out to the left. So your gaze only is going to the left, and you pause. Take a round of breath. And then left shoulder is going to come to left ear, but your gaze is still all the way left. You might feel some sensation on the right neck. You might also feel this urge to yawn or to sigh or take a deep swallow. If that comes up, let it happen. Notice the sensations coming over your body. Notice where you are. On your inhale, eyes come back first through center and then gaze lifts. Breath in, breath out. Eyes are going to go to the right, pause, and then right ear to right shoulder. Let the shoulders soften. The gaze is still to that right edge of the eye sockets. Notice the sensation. Notice if you feel like you have to breathe or sigh or take a deep swallow, and just surrender to it. Let it happen. It's a good sign of relaxation in the body. Eyes through center, head through center. Breath in, breath out. You're going to start to set yourself up for kind of a little seated meditation, Shavasana. So that might mean shifting your weight back into your seats and even bending your knees here, or maybe throwing on a couple more layers. And then you are going to find your hands in a comfortable resting position. You want to feel supported here, held. Eyes will start to close down, and you're just going to bring your awareness to your whole body. From the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes to the crown of your head. Notice where you've landed here. Notice if anything has shifted from the beginning of our time together. And notice if there's anything else your body is asking for. Maybe it's water, more movement, more rest. Giving yourself this time and space to pause and truly listen is a gift that we never give ourselves. If you can show up and listen to your body, you're going to be able to better take care of yourself, to be able to better show up for your work, your family, your friends. Give yourself this time and space here. You deserve it. Together, we'll take a full breath in to fill all the way up. And an open mouth for Shavasana. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, making circles with your wrists and ankles, even giving the legs a little straighten and bend. Taking time to breathe movement back into your physical body. Maybe there's a little kind of wiggle of the arms here. Then eyes can stay closed as you just check in one last time. You stay present in the sensations and the feelings of your physical body. And then hands can float to heart center. Together, we'll take one more big breath in to fill all the way up. And an open mouth. Thumbs come to third eye center. It is the utmost respect and gratitude that I bow to you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me tonight.